What's up, guys? It's Looney TNT. How you guys doing? Today I'm going to give you guys 5 tips to become a better PKer. Now, they're not going to be stuff that a lot of people always say about gymming and all this other stuff, your class. This is just for any class, for anybody, any skill level. There's a couple things that you have to know when you guys are PKing. So the first thing is being able to get around your target. It might sound dumb and it might sound really easy and everybody should know it, but a lot of people don't. Now, let's take this guy for example. What you guys want to do is you want to, with your right mouse button, hold it down. And then I want you guys moving to the side. As you guys are moving to the side, you're going to simply start rotating your mouse to get around. Make sure you guys are able to do it both ways. And I'll tell you guys why this is important. Now, when you guys are fighting, let's say me and this guy are fighting here. The number one thing that you want to do is you don't want to fight from right here. What you want to do is you want to get to the back to be able to fight from here, whether it be a melee or a caster. Casters, they can't cast behind them. Has to be in front. A lot of spells, that's what they require. A lot of defense stuff requires, if you're in the back, a lot of their defense stuff doesn't work too for a lot of melee. So when you guys are fighting your target, make sure you guys are getting around here. If you guys keep fighting back and forth just like this, that's the way the fight's going to be. So if you guys have ever fought anybody that's always constantly trying to get behind you, maybe it's a little bit annoying, especially if you're a clicker. That's the reason why. Let's go on to number 2. So number 2 is keybinds and macros. It's very important to have both of those when you guys are starting out PKing. If you guys don't have your macros, you're going to have a lot of extra buttons that you guys are going to have to hit when you guys are PKing. If you don't have keybinds, you're going to be clicking your skills. That's not going to be very good for you because it's going to take a lot of time and you're not going to be able to PK as efficient. For example, if I was trying to burst someone down, we just did a switch. He popped his trinket, popped his cooldown, so he has nothing left. We're going to burst him down. If I was to have to hit every single one of my cooldowns, it'd be kind of hard. But with 2 buttons, 1, 2, I can pop Blade Storm and I have all my cooldowns and it's going to be way easier for me. So make sure you guys are keybinding and make sure you guys are macroing. Let's get into number 3. Number 3 is knowing your class. That's one of the most important things that you guys can do when you guys are starting out to PK, when you guys are starting to raid, whatever it is. Know your class and know your spells. Know what they do, know when they can do it, and when you should do it. A lot of your spells will be macroed in, so you guys don't have to always worry about it. But remember, if you guys don't know what your defensive capabilities are and you don't know what your offensive capabilities are, you're going to have a hard time. If a warrior doesn't use charge, you're going to just get destroyed, correct? If he doesn't have die by the sword, when someone's bursting him, it's going to be really bad. If I don't have shield wall, it's going to be bad for me too. But if you don't know your spells and you don't know how to combine them together, you're going to have a hard time. So there's a lot of guides on YouTube that you guys can look at, and it will show you exactly how to play and how to use your spells. But make sure that you guys know your class. Very simple tip, but very important. Let's go into number 4. Number 4, knowing your enemy. Now, as you guys can see, there's a lot of different players and there's a lot of different classes. Let's take this hunter, for example. What can he do to burst me down? And what can he do when I sit there and start trying to kill him? What can he do to prevent that? It's very important to know your other players and know the classes on their defense and offense capabilities. If you don't know why when you pop all your cooldowns they're able to take 0 damage, you need to look into that class and understand what they're doing and when they didn't do it. So if you guys, for a hunter example, if he blows all his cooldowns, now either I get out of the way or I need to pop some of my cooldowns. So if my hunter friend right here, he pops all his stuff, and let's say there's a pillar over here, maybe I need to retreat just for about maybe 10 seconds for his cooldowns to pop off to get out of the way, to make it easier for my partners, for my healer, or whatever I'm playing with, to survive. If I stay in and I sit there and try to burst all my cooldowns versus all his cooldowns, it's not going to be too great. So make sure you guys know when to get out and when to stay in. And let's get into number 5. Now, number 5 might seem like it's very easy to do, but a lot of newer players that are getting into PvP, they don't do this, or they always do this. They always leave their class that they're trying to play and trying to learn. When you guys are playing your character, the biggest thing to get better is practice. You need to practice your tune over and over and over. Go into battlegrounds, go into duels, do whatever you're doing, and practice. If you're not practicing, you're going to go into a battleground and not know what you're doing. Your clicks are going to be slow. Your transitions are going to be slow. Your target switching is going to be slow. There's a lot of stuff that when you get into the higher level PvP, everything matters. And if you don't know how to do that, you're going to lose. So stick to your one class, learn your class, and get good at it. Alright guys, hopefully this helped you guys out. This is 5 beginner tips for PvP. All you glads and pro PKers out there, PvPers, I apologize if this isn't up to your standards, but this is a beginner's guide, and hopefully I help someone out. Thanks guys. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit that like button.